It's week 3 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Mike Williams. He was excellent a week ago, turning his catches into nearly 180 yards. It's the Monarchs and the Raiders on Thursday night primetime.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we kick off week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the London Monarchs. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they too were winners last time out, so something's
great mindset, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Here we go. Switch, yellow, cut.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's go.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by Waller out left side. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Tua to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
It's showtime, baby.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Tolbert the target that time. And now it's second down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure.
And as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well, this defense for the Raiders, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up first and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Christian Harris drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. (7-7) our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll try to run this one in, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll try and run for it, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Monarchs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Early on, you know, called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Harris racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. London about set to take over on offense. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead. And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence. A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. So right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it? Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Back to throw here. Caught left side, Williams. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Monarchs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this, partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground. And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring, but pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Let's go. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Tua on the out route. This is Adams with a catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. That swung out wide to Harris. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Steps away. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Tua. Rolling to his left. And it's complete to Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. They've got his man complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, they'll run it here. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Monarchs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 27, Tua. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Tua going to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Back to Renfrow again, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Welcome back now here in London. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Tua now on 1st down. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create capital.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Tagovailoa. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
London about set to take over on offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Out to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Here's Tua. Gets this to Waller. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Tua going to try and go quickly here. Tua.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Now Tua.
And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go, set.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. So instead of the incredibly obvious choice of trying to punt it out near midfield, now they've left their defense with no margin for error.
No, zero. And I don't care how much confidence you have in your defense. I don't care if you say, hey, I'm going to be aggressive because those guys can pick me up. You really put them in an impossible situation, because at the least, you're giving up 3 in that situation, right? So I would have punted the ball out of there and given them a little bit of a cushion.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Monarchs are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter, because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
So the Raiders now down on the scoreboard. 1:08 to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Tua to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Pass complete. It's Adams.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Tolbert.
35 yards.
And the Monarchs are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point up and through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Tua now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. One final try for Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the home team here, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Seattle Seahawks.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.